Good morning, December 8th, and the 8th day of Vlogmas. I can't believe we made it through a whole week already. It's just flying by. Of course, it's been a week of being sick and not too much fun. However, I have gotten a lot of knitting done. You can see this morning I slept in, as there's actually a light coming through the window this morning. And I definitely needed it because I can't tell you the last time I slept that hard, which I think is a really good sign. So I'm definitely starting to feel better. Still a little bit of the headache, but hopefully that's coming to an end. It is my exciting time of picking a mini. I actually feel like this is getting a little more empty now. I'm going to shake it up good. Do you see that there's not that many green minis in there? I mean, there's some. It's Christmas, but it's not all green. I promise. Okay, this one has green, but it's okay. There are other colors other than green. Actually, I really like this one. It's so pretty. No idea how that's going to knit up, but we shall see very soon. Let's find out who made this one. This is, again, What the Flock. And I really liked working with their other yarn, so I'm looking forward to knitting this up. I'll show you that real soon.
My square of the day is done. Again, this is What the Flock. I have no idea the color name. In fact, if anyone does know the color name, I'd love to know it. This square is so Christmassy to me, and I will show you why. So this is my Christmas tree, what it looks like in the daylight. And if you notice on there, green balls, pink, purple, of course there's silver, which isn't in the yarn, but pretty much every single color that's in that square is on my tree. I guess it's not a standard Christmas, but I love it. It's what my tree looks like. Back to the subject of cozy memories and squares. So I don't notice it nearly as much in a square like this with the different colors, but what I do notice here in this solid color square is that you can really see where I weave my ends in on the back. And here again, you can see they're right there. It kind of pulls the stitches in, obviously, because you're taking up room in the back. I'm just wondering if anyone has a solution for this. I'll show you how I do weave my ends in, what I have been doing. So, let's see, right in here you can see I just go in, I think there's a little saying for it, but you know, the umbrellas and the smiley faces or frowny faces, whatever it is, I just weave in and out. Again, here you can see there's some extra what look like pearl bumps right in there. It's not very noticeable. That's how I do it. And then for my other end, my corner end, I just have been weaving them in and out along the edge of the square, which I like. I like this. Hopefully that will hold up over time. I know that weaving in here will hold up. But yeah, if you have a better idea for how you do your square ends, I would love to hear that. Or if you have a video that you use, probably in the grand scheme of things, once this gets washed, or you know, I actually use it, I won't even care, I won't even see that. So just a thought. I'm really excited about tomorrow. Tomorrow we get to finish up the square. It's going to be 7 by 7 then. And then we can start row 8. My socks of the day are the Driftwood socks by Nina Phillip. And these have a fish lips kiss heel. This yarn is, I'm not sure I'm going to say this right, Punta Yarns Mary Sock. It's a hand painted yarn. This sock yarn has quite a story behind it. I actually bought this sock yarn about 5 years before I actually started knitting because I thought I wanted to knit, and I had some DPNs. They were way too big. I started knitting these and they were coming out too big, and I just found the process of knitting so slow because I wasn't good at it. And that is what struck up my love of crochet. I was like, I can crochet things much faster. So this sock yarn sat with half of a sock on it for quite a long time. And I finally ripped it out and made these. Let's see. I made these in May of 2016 is when I started them. So I really like them. I really like the pattern. I've been thinking so much lately about all the things I want to start knitting, and I have like cast-on-itis, which I'm sure we all know what that is. I keep looking at projects and wanting to get going. Like, we took the dogs for a walk last night, and I wore my For the Love of Rainbow shawl, which was really nice. But I kept thinking how nice a cowl would be because I wouldn't have to worry about like looping it around or anything. So I'm thinking the sock head cowl would be great. But what else is weighing on my mind more is the fact that I have a lot of projects I've started and not finished. So I think my main focus for the rest of December into January is going to be finishing projects that I still have on the needles from, you know, some are quite old and some are not. I'm either going to be finishing them or I'm going to be frogging them. And obviously lately I've done some of that already, but I'm going to go even more extreme because I just don't want to have things sitting on the needles for no reason. A, I'd like to free up the needles, and B, I think I'm just happier working on, you know, 1 or 2 projects at a time, or maybe even 3, like a pair of socks for Glenn, a pair of socks for me, and, you know, a bigger project. Anyway, that's my thought of the day. Oh my gosh, you guys, I finished clue 1 of my Frozen Mystery Cowl. And you can probably tell by the light, it's gotten dark here. Well, it's not that late, it's just before 4. So anyway, I'm going to show a spoiler. It is all of clue 1, and clue 2 is coming out, I think, Sunday, at least Sunday my time. So yes, if you don't want to see, look away. If you do want to see, keep looking. There we go. Kind of hard to show. Actually, I think this is going to be the top of the shawl. I think that's no longer a mystery that it's going to be a shawl. At least, I hope we're not knitting a blanket in 4 weeks. So there you have it. Just more of the same diamond pattern. It literally just did repeat basically this section twice. And what was I going to say about this? Well, there's 217 stitches on the needles right now, and it's going to keep increasing drastically. So I'm hoping the other clues are smaller. There was something I was going to say, though. I'm losing my mind. I don't know. This is how much yarn I have left. I'd say I haven't weighed it. This is probably 60 grams or more. I'm okay, though. I know what I was going to say. I went up to a 4mm needle. I think it calls for a 3.5, but I went up because I have such tight gauge usually. Although I found if I go up a needle size, it tends to be less tight. But I did, like I said, I did not want the same half oracle issue of it being smaller than I expected. So if it's bigger, that's fine. Anyway, I think I don't have any mistakes in here. I hope that's the case. Yeah, I guess I'm ready for clue 2. Bring it on, Lily.